Who do we think is, obviously, we thought we'd do this video because we were discussing it with my event that I just did, but who do we think is going to be the most successful when it comes to this season and when it comes to the, finale couples? And also, who do you guys think, what moves do you guys think that these couples should do? Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Inject it! Consistent and persistent, baby. Back at again with Abigail. Go and follow her Instagram below. And let's get straight into this. So we were discussing this about who we think is going to be the most successful from this bunch of these finale couples in the top 4, even top 5 with the way Jessie and Will are moving.
They might be number 1.
Child, they might be number 1. The way they're moving right now, who do we think is going to be the most successful? What moves do we think that they should make? Because it's all saturated now.
Yeah, like we were saying, I think overall it's going to be, I think the days of the big lucrative deals are like done. So I think people should just generally when you're going into Love Island at this point, know your expectations. But in terms out of the batch, like you said, it's going to be hard, and it's about, I think it has to be a work ethic thing. India is an example of, I think India was going to be popular, but her work ethic has made her surpass a Gemma or an Ekin-Su now.
Correct.
So I think work ethic to some degree is going to help loads of them, which Will and Jess seem to be showing, because every day they're doing something on the TikTok or whatever. But I think they're also knowing what their niches are. Like we were saying, Asanam and Akai, we're not necessarily looking for you to be fashion influencers, and that's okay. So if you find your niche, if it's documentaries about the work you do, if it's something, you've got to find your lane and go down that lane and get people to buy into it. So I think that's what people need to really look at, not just jumping on everything. If you're not a fashion girl, it's okay. You don't need to do fashion.
Don't force it.
Yeah, because I think that's where people stagger. So
yeah, I feel like they really stagger that way. I feel like I see them do documentaries. I feel like with the work they do as well, what's going on in London and teaching and protests. I feel like that is good as well.
ITV2 love to give documentaries to people in it. So
you know what I mean?
The Olivias and there's loads of Georgia does it now. So let's go and do that now.
Let's go and do that now.
Yeah, Kai do one about the teaching situation in this country. Why we need to support teachers.
I feel like Sanam
do something with social workers.
I can see her do something with Boots.
Yeah, she's a gorgeous face.
Makeup.
Yeah. So
makeup
makeup needs to be, if she goes down that lane, makeup for different tones and different shades and things, she would be good with that if it's going to be that lane. Other people, I've said that I feel like someone like Tanya, who unfortunately I think is going to be the most difficult for in this batch, I would suggest needs to be focusing on the brands who really cater for black women and stuff, the vamps, those kind of PR people who can really help her find her niche and be around those other black influencer girls. I think that could work for her.
I think that will work for her. Also see her doing, she's already got a YouTube channel in her bio. I see her doing that.
Do things with your YouTube. Be honest about your experiences. That will be her platform to say things unfiltered about her experience if she wishes to.
That as well. So, I also feel like fashion is her lane as well.
Yeah, she's a fashion girl. She's a pretty girl. She's got a nice fashion.
She's a pretty girl as well.
Yeah.
And
Sammy's a fashion girl too.
Yeah, she's a fashion girl as well. I feel like I see Sammy with a pretty little thing moment or something like that.
Yeah, Sammy will get one of those ones. Or maybe, is it Missy Empire? Not in a, but the ones that are a bit, I forget who's tied to who now. Mean, but those kind of brands that are a little less but will give you a quick win.
Yeah, I feel like there are a few that will definitely, in the style.
Exactly.
That with Sammy, I feel like I can see that happening.
And there's ones that give you kind of whole brand deals, and ones that give you more, what do they call, quick collections.
Yeah.
You know how Shauna had t-shirts back in the day, those things.
She had
there's levels, there's levels and ways to do it.
And Shauna wasn't even in the finale.
Exactly.
So I feel like that could also work for her as well. I see even Will presenting a children's kids show or farm show with animals.
Yeah, and, farming, making farming interesting for people.
I think people might tune into a show with Will and Jessie trying out stuff like that.
Will takes Australia. Will goes and meets her family. Jessie goes a week in the farm. Them lot could actually really do something.
Right,
ITV2 might be interested in doing that for them. Because they gave Ekin-Su and Davide, who were the big stars, 2-3 episodes. Maybe they'll give them that.
Because when I first thought about an Australian girl with a UK guy, ain't gonna work distance, but you can actually capitalize on that movement.
And them integrating in their cultures and different lifestyles and
because
stuff.
Now when Will goes to Jessie's family in Australia, that's going to bring up engagement because he's gone there. People are invested in the journey already with them. They're at the farm and whatever. When he travels there, which he said he's going to do, and be with Jessie's family, people are going to see commitment and they're going to like it. So you know what? As a long-term investment, different countries, it's cute. I'm here for it. Who else? Ron and Lana.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you think?
I don't know what...
I think Lana's a pretty enough girl that any fashion... even though I don't remember her being a fashion girl, I can see any of these brands just giving her a quick tin.
Right, as a white blonde girl.
Yeah, it's easy for her.
It's more easier.
One of them might drive.
One of them, yeah.
Do you think Ron could go down the lane of something with his blindness? I hate to say utilising that word, but how Tasha... Do you think Ron has got that kind of mentality to think about educating people on that level.
I think if he has the right team, Ron can do really well because he also has this kind of chappy behavior.
Personality, exactly. That's showing that nothing can go past, the back. Even though I've dealt with this barrier, I'm still like, I've lived life. So maybe he could do something down that lane if he's smart with it as well.
110%. I see him definitely going down that lane or something collaborative with other content creators, maybe even a YouTube channel or something like that. But I see him doing something playful. I don't know specifically what it is. Tom, I don't know for Tom. Like, I don't know what else Tom could do.
He's a tall guy. They'll give him something. He does something with football in it, but what?
Do you know what I mean?
What do you care enough to give?
I feel like he might just go back and let Sammy collect the bag, to be honest with
and
you.
I think Shaq, unfortunately, when you're a black guy who already is associated with something that's not popular, what do they care to give to Shaq? It depends what Shaq wants. Maybe Shaq is chilling and is just happy to get some, some deals. Oh, I don't know what Shaq worked in the airport or something, innit? Yeah, I don't know what Shaq could get out of this, but
I don't think an airport gig will even help.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's okay to lower expectations, and any like kind of quick wins they do get out of it, just utilize it. Use the next 6 weeks, really, basically. That's what they got.
Because they have to work hard for when someone starts in 8 to 12 weeks. But as we were discussing, any kind of investment that they get, make sure that there is longevity in your investment. Make sure as an islander, when you grab something, that you see yourself doing something similar like that in a year onwards. Because I feel like islanders love to grab the quick ad, but then everybody's over it.
Yeah.
Don't capitalize yourself way too much to become. Don't make yourself too much of a commodity without looking at long-term investments. India on Love Island After Sun, there's going to be plenty of After Suns now. She's going to be around.
Exactly.
You're going to
and
keep seeing that girl.
Opportunities people are going to want her. Same with Tasha and the eBays and the things that she's doing. There's interest there.
There's interest there. So like when it comes to this batch of islanders, I feel like they need to think very creatively. They have to think creatively because it's really difficult. The next one's 8 to 12 weeks. This wasn't rated or viewed that much as well. And I feel like the followers aren't that high for a lot of the people. So go your own way. Don't go the typical fashion route. Sanam and Kai should go to a different route.
Exactly. It's
I want Tanya to get the fashion, but I feel like it's going to go to Sammy instead. And I feel like even the gag is, even if Lana gets a fashion thing because, as a white blonde girl, does she have the selling factor?
Not long term, I don't think.
There we go.
Yeah. So it'll be an easy kind of get the, and then not really get a lot out of it.
Do you know what I mean? Not get a lot out of it. So I just feel like, is it really? It's tricky, but I don't really see her. Like, I don't know what clothing collection.
It's tough, isn't it? I get that there's a quick winner, but it's okay for them to. They should get the right teams, have these conversations, and then work. That's what they got to do.
Yeah. Hopefully they get agencies. I don't know if any of them are signed yet, but hopefully they get something. But it looks like Jessie is the closest to 1 million. So, she might get that quite soon. I feel like,
And if her and Will continue to work together, I think they probably are going to be the most successful out of this group.
The gag is they are, because Will already has that following. She's using it.
And Jess has done it before. She knows she's a clever girl.
Right. And
she's like, got a little taste in Australia. I'm going to come to UK on the biggest one and get even more. So I respect it.
Blue. And I also feel like they're posting every single day. She's posting with him every single day.
That work ethic. Be consistent with it, boy.
Be daily and consistent. This is what Jessie says. She said, I'm going to be daily and consistent.
We're on the king of this daily and consistent. He knows.
Right. So consistency is what you need when it comes to content. I'm not even looking at the camera, child. Consistency is what you need when it comes to content, and I feel like that is basically what she's doing with him. So we'll see. They should start a YouTube channel now, not in 10 months. We need it now. David and Ekin will do that YouTube now. No, we wanted that before. YouTube is a long-term investment. They need to do it now. Otherwise, interest is going to be. Listen to Tanya. She's already doing it. So hopefully they do something like that as well. And TikTok is great, but do other platforms, child, because TikTok is something that is very quick content. It's hard to be consistent on there, and people actually like accommodating it and being with you in the long term. It's not long form content, it's short term content, which means short term memory. Long term content is long term memory. So I feel like there's different ways to strategize yourself. So hopefully they have the right teams. But let us know your thoughts on the comment box below and who you think is going to be the most successful and what you think or what you want to see these girls and boys do. Maybe these islanders will watch this and will listen. Who knows? But I feel like
helping them out.
You know what I mean?
I think we've given you a full jewel. So you get any of these ideas, come and give us the bag. Come and give us some of the coins.
What the percentage in the contract, Charles? Dead. Let us know what your thoughts are, guys. Follow Abigail on her Instagram. The deals are all below in the bio, and we'll catch you guys soon for another review.